G'day, and just showing off my mining vehicle. I actually have oscillating drill bits on my machine, which are created by creating two cams to make a ram and push mechanism momentum. And what it does is it allows the drill bit to change height. It actually goes through 3 blocks of adjustment up and down, and it goes forward just 1 block, which fits within the suspension spring. So what it does when it's mining is it's changing that drill position all the time, which is very effective. So to build it just for a quick, simple, one-off video for everybody, you need to create it and then weld it. You can build it on your vehicle directly, but I found the spacing awkward to work out. It ended up being 3 is pretty much ideal. It gives a wider spread. You can put 1 block closer, but it doesn't work as efficiently just because you need that extra coverage. So it's based on a block, and then we go out 2 blocks. We need to leave a gap for the movement, come back 2 more blocks and place our block there. So this is the cam action part. It's got a bearing on the end, and this next part is the ram part, or the part that does the striking. That's where you attach your drill head. Got to remember to weld it, and then what I would normally do is cut that piece off, and that's the piece that I weld to my truck. So in this case I'm just going to make a post, weld that to a post, and you can see the action there already working. So you add your controller, switch, you've got to make sure you set it to loop and 360 like I've done here. I've got it set to 180 on the reverse, so it pulls in and lines up back into the vehicle. A few quick mining tips. These wheels are really lined up with the drills, which means the height above the ground stays really even while we're mining. I'll put the drill bit back on and we'll go for a quick mine against this node. I'm not sure if how agile other people's vehicles are, or what they decide is an easy node or not to node. So I've already had a bit of a go with this one. It was huge, but it's really good fun. So if I switch that on, you can see we've got that oscillating action. I've coloured the 2 different drill bits because I've got the red ones would be the ones I attach my saw blades to, so this becomes a saw truck as well. So you can see here we're just absolutely mowing into this thing, and we're only using 4 drill bits. And the other thing is too, this will get right back to the ground ones, and we can mine away right to the actual resource itself, down to the stone or the metal rods really easily. So we're talking that the terrain here is really tricky for most mining trucks. The other thing is my truck is really long. The reason for that is that the slope of the drill bits stays more even. It doesn't angle upwards as much when you've got a long truck. If you've got a little short truck, the angle of the drills becomes much more pronounced, and you're not close to the ground when you want to be, which is, like here. We're still very close to the ground. Our truck's on a slope, but our drill bits are really close to that ground and give us a good opportunity to just get to all of the node pieces with minimal fuss. So the only changes I'd make to this vehicle is the back of my truck is too light. We slide around a fair bit, but it is handy. Just then you can see I just kept the front of the truck on the node and changed the rear. It's got its own drive tyres. So we've actually got 8-wheel steer on this particular vehicle. Yeah, so it's just another mining vehicle really, but you can see that it's for its scale and its efficiency. You can see we can get right down to the ground nodes. I'll just grab these 2 while we're here. So you can see that action of striking the ground gives us more ability to reduce the resource very quickly. Yeah, so this is a gigantic node. Well, can I hold it? So let's just get into this part. Because we're not getting the hit boxes, tip is to switch your drills off, that's one thing, and go again. The other thing is to finish your game. So you know how your mining truck behaves. If it starts to be a bit less efficient on its drilling, then it's just a good time to reset your drills and give it another go. So there we're almost striking every single time. Yeah, I hope the oscillating heads gives you guys a bit of a motivation to try something a little bit different. Yeah, I found that this is the most useful I've found out of all my mining trucks so far. I did have a little light one which is really good fun as a scout vehicle, and just had resource collector on it. But this is a mobile refinery that does a really good job of just chomping into everything. I'll switch over to saw blades and we'll give that a quick demo too. Let's see if we can get this redwood and find out which way it's going to fall. Hopefully not in the water. So there we go, we've just dropped the redwood. I'm going to spin myself around so I'm lined up with the stump. See if I can just run along the truck with a stump. With the oscillating heads, we just got pushed off by that node. With the oscillating heads, we can actually saw right down to the ground, and we're using the edges of the blade to do the sawing. The yellow is the hitbox part of the blade, if you ever use these, and they can actually just work from a face point of view. So from a when it comes down point of view, we actually are still mining and causing damage for processing a nodes. And yeah, just cruise along, line up with your log. It's pretty quick about it. I know I've seen other vehicles that are much faster and all that sort of stuff, but this for something that actually is a mining vehicle first, it actually saws up pretty good.